too young to watch television. While a lot of us were plopped down in front of the electronic babysitter in recent years, experts have advised parents against it for children under the age of 2. But now there's a slew of kids' entertainment developed specifically for tiny ones, and people are once again debating whether or not it's good for your baby. The media market is exploding with screen entertainment for babies. Baby Einstein took in $200 million last year, claiming educational values with unsupported research. Now Sesame Workshop is joining in. Sesame Beginnings debuts next month. They say the DVDs aimed at kids under 2 are meant to encourage active learning through parent-child interaction. This goes against the American Academy of Pediatrics' no TV policy for children under 2, written back in 1999.
Certainly much has happened since then, including all those interactive videos. Common sense also tells us that it must not be a substitute for parent-child interaction.
Most parents agree that nothing beats parent-child interaction, but it's hard not to put a little one in front of the TV every once in a while.
Oh, you're making dinner, or you're trying to make a phone call, and so you put the TV on, and then we try to keep it off, you know, other times. But it's tough.
It's difficult to keep them away from television, because when the siblings watch, they will watch with them.
In fact, the Kaiser Family Foundation reports that 68% of kids under 2 view 2 hours of television daily. Not surprising, especially with the recent launch of PBS Kids Sprout, a 24-hour cable TV network for preschoolers, as well as Nickelodeon's Noggin channel, a favorite among toddlers. What's next? A cable channel for babies. Deborah Linebarger from the University of Pennsylvania studies the impact of media on child development. She thinks it's okay, but in moderation only. Gloria DiGaetano, Gloria, is the founder of the Parent Coaching Institute, and she thinks it's detrimental to development. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, first of all, let me start with you, Gloria. What's wrong with every now and then the kids sitting in front of the TV and watching a little of the tube?
Well, Al, I don't think the word wrong is the right word, actually. It's what's most appropriate. And the American Academy of Pediatrics and a slew of experts have studied this for decades. And really, we know that the most appropriate thing for birth through age 2 is for our children to be with the mom and the dad. And so often, screen technology can replace that really important interaction.
But if you are an involved parent, and every now and again, you know, maybe it's a half hour, something like that, is that going to be really detrimental to your baby?
Well, I think it will be. I think it's okay at age 4 or 3.5, and I think there are a lot of reasons. How much time do I have to give them to you?
Well, not a lot.
First of all, I know, that's the problem. But first, what we have to look at is two-dimensional reality, Al, is not three-dimensional reality, and we've got to understand that a baby absolutely needs to interact as much as possible in that 3D reality.
Okay, well, Deborah, now you disagree with that a little bit.
That's right. There are two kinds of television when we talk about looking at babies. There's foreground television and background television. Background is the stuff that's on when the kids are in the room with the parents, like Jeopardy or the news. Foreground is television that kids overtly pay attention to. And this is the kind of television that, when designed appropriately with an educational curriculum, can actually be useful in the social context of using video. So I think we need to be careful that we don't tell parents it's wrong, or because that's not what the research is saying.
And in fact, Sesame Beginnings, they're saying this is a parenting tool.
That's right.
Can you use television as a tool to help your child learn when they're 2 or under?
That's right, and I think it can be. Plus, those several of those new baby videos actually model positive parent-child interactions. And so what ends up happening is it becomes a triad versus a dyad. You have the parent, the child, and the video, and that becomes a shared focus with the child, and that's when we know kids learn best.
Well, how do you feel about that, Gloria? If, in fact, the parent is watching television with their child and interacting with their child and the screen?
I feel if the child and the parent are interacting with the screen when the child is older, it's great. But you know, I'm going to draw the line here, because really what we're talking about is $1 billion a year industry, and whose needs are really being served. parents are being pushed to buy videos, and only 6% of them know about the American Academy of Pediatrics recommendation not to watch TV at birth through age 2 or no screen technology. So the American Academy of Pediatrics doesn't have a $100,000 advertising campaign and can't get the word out, whereas the big industry can. And this is really crass consumerism moving into the family room, moving into our homes.
Let me give Deb, hold on just a second, Gloria, hold on. Good, Deb.
Actually, the AAP recommendation, it was pushed down to age 2 because there's not, and not lowered any further because there wasn't any research when that was crafted in 1999. New research that's coming out shows that when you use this foreground kind of television, the TV that's designed explicitly for those kids, that the interactions that are taking place are the same as what take place during parent-child book reading sessions. So I think that as an expert, we should be letting parents know what the research says rather than telling them they're wrong or they're damaging their child, because there's no evidence that we're damaging their child.
There is evidence that we're damaging.
No, there's not.
Okay, well, we're going to have to leave it there,
well,
obviously. No, this is, Gloria, we have to leave it there. Gloria, okay, I'm going to have to turn off your TV now. Click.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. We continue to talk about this, I'm sure, on and on. Thank you very much. Again, we're glad you're watching television, and we'll have more information on this. Check out our website at today.msnbc.com. But coming up next, the buzz on Babs, Barbra Streisand. But first, this is Today on NBC.
For nearly 3
out of Congress, but can they do it in time for the midterm elections? And cloudy days, Sesame Street has been a hit with kids, parents, and educators for years. But now Elmo and his friends have some childhood experts A for angry today, Wednesday, April 5th, 2006.
From NBC News, this is Today with Katie Couric and Matt Lauer, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And welcome to Today on this Wednesday morning, everyone. I'm Katie Couric.
And I'm Matt Lauer. Clearly, it's a big embarrassment for the Department of Homeland Security. This agent, 7:18. Once again, here's Katie.
Matt, thanks. Turning now to a much lighter subject. The furry gang at Sesame Street has been creating sunny days and sweeping the clouds away for generations. So why are some child development experts angrier than Oscar the Grouch over Sesame Street's new DVD? Here's NBC's Michael Oku.
At a video store near you, Elmo.
That's a good idea.
And Big Bird, the Cookie Monster, too. They're likely among your child's best friends, and hard to believe, child development experts are coming out against their new DVD.
I think it's risky. I think it's kind of an uncontrolled experiment on babies.
The DVD's Sesame Beginnings from the producers of Sesame Street target babies as young as 6 months old.
They are developing their brains very significantly, and there are better things for them to do.
Experts worry babies who watch TV may develop language and learning problems. And the American Academy of Pediatrics says parents should keep their babies away from TV.
We would prefer to have youngsters under the age of 2 not watching television.
Studies show that only 6% of parents are aware of the Academy's recommendations. Some child development experts are worried that the power of the Sesame brand will convince parents that their babies will benefit from watching videos. Marketing to the under 2 set is already big business. You might have watched Baby Einstein with your kids or Blue's Clues. The parents we found were generally open to the new Sesame DVDs.
Anything to educate our children and make them feel good and make them laugh.
The folks at Sesame Workshop say the videos are designed to promote parent-child interaction and to educate parents about their kids, their moods.
This is not a DVD that is designed to maintain the visual attention of babies so parents can just plop them down in front of the television.
They even recommend after 30 minutes you simply turn off the DVD. The question, are you tuning into your baby or turning her on to bad habits?
How to get to Sesame Street.
For Today, Michael Oku, NBC News, Los Angeles.
And still to come this morning on Today, your cheating heart and wallet. why so many men and women lie to their spouses when it comes to money. But first, this is Today on NBC.